Okay, so a little bit of history on where the planner came from and why I keep making it is, if you've been a fan of the blog Catholic Sistas, you know that it operates completely 100% volunteer coordinated effort, and the expenses that it costs or what it takes to run the blog are offset by the purchase of the planner. So for a while I tried to think of something that we could offer our readers that would be useful and also help with defraying some of the costs or all of the costs of running the blog. And so that was one of the reasons why the planner came to be. It also came to be because I was looking for a planner that was very specific and Catholic, and at the time the options were not such that I could really do a lot of customizing, and so those were two of the primary reasons why the blogger or why the planner is something that we continue to do. So a little bit about the art. That is the artwork of Monica Welch of Dovetail Inc. And she is a local friend, somebody I've known for a number of years now. And I remember seeing her art when she first started and was thinking, it's really whimsical and pretty. It's very, very different than a lot of the Catholic art that you see out there. And I was really intrigued. And this was before the blog was ever started. And so by the time I got around to making the planners, I eventually shifted into the idea of creating a cover that you could color, because adult coloring pages were like all the rage at that time. And I thought, what a great idea to be able to have a way for her to showcase her artwork, and also something that makes the planner a little bit unique. And so that was how that got started. And as you know, we have both an academic and a liturgical version that are released at different times of the year. The liturgical starts with the first Sunday in the church calendar, which is the first Sunday of Advent. There's some overlap. You'll find that this particular planner will come with 13 months. It'll start in December and it will end at the end of December 2018. And the next, that's pretty much, I think, how we're going to continue doing the planners going forward. You may buy this as a PDF download for a ridiculously low price, $7.50. I'm always price shopping to see what other people are pricing their planners, both secular and Catholic, just to kind of get a pulse on what the going rate is. And then I want to undercut that a little bit, because my goal is for you to not have to spend a ton of money. Yes, you're going to have to use your printer, and yes, you're going to use ink. But if you remember the earlier version, so it was a lot of color. I took that out, and I opted for just black and white throughout. And you bring the color in, you bring in your washi tape and you color your cover. And, we have planner stickers that bring in color also. And I really wanted this to be as cost effective as possible. And like I said, it's not about turning a profit so much as the main goal is to simply support the apostolate Catholic Sistas and the work that we do there. And so that is why I often tell people, if you are facing a financial hardship, or you can't even afford really the PDF, shoot me an email, because there's plenty that we can do together to find a solution that's workable. And even if you don't have tons of ink to burn through this entire planner, which I'll show you, this thing is thick. It is almost 3/4 of an inch thick, and so you're gonna be doing a lot of printing. My suggestion would be pace yourself if you wanted to print up the next couple of months. As the PDF file gives you a lot of flexibility, you can just print up whatever sheets you want. So yes, this is a customizable planner to begin with, but when you get into the PDF files, you really can make it your own there. As far as the hard copies go, I offer 2 sizes. This is the 8.5 by 11, and I do offer a smaller version, which I'm still trying to work on getting a slightly larger version than 5.5 by 8.5, because to me that one sort of distorts too much, and I want it to kind of balance out a little bit more. But those are the 2 sizes that I currently offer, and in pre-orders they are $30 for the small and $35 for the large. And then once we are out of the pre-order time frame, that is once shipping has begun for that particular edition, it goes up just by $2. You know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to you know, make a profit on this. The goal is simply to get these into people's hands. I want you to use these products. So with that price, you're going to throw it in your cart, and you're going to go through the checkout system. You're going to notice that there's no shipping added to that. I know that that can be sort of a deterrent. I know for me, when I get something really pretty and I want it and I put it in the cart and then I see that there's an extra fee for shipping, that can sometimes determine whether or not I go ahead and get that purchase. So you know on the front end what the cost is going to be. It's either going to be $30 or $32 for your small, and it's also going to be either $35 or $37. Okay, now I do offer stickers in the pre-order time frame, and those prices jump up another $20 per planner, because the number of stickers that you're getting and the value on that, it's actually less expensive to purchase the stickers with the planner. And maybe I'll do a different video on those stickers at some point. But for now, the cover art really just comes down to something that reflects the liturgical year and the academic year. And so for this particular planner, we chose to do St. John Bosco's 2 Pillars in the Sea, and I love it. I think it came out really well, and I actually ended up buying her original art. It's on my wall in my reading room. I love it. I'm a huge fan of her work. So anyway, the academic will have a different cover. Each edition will have a different cover, and I think that is all I want to say about that. Let's go ahead and dive on in.